Welcome to Style with Trish. Today we have the beautiful Bella Rose of Bella Rose Passion joining us. You don't want to miss this.
Every day a woman race. It's time to live your dreams. Nothing's gonna stop you now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Every day a woman race. Every day a woman race.
Welcome to Style with Trish. I'm your host, Trish Standley, and today we have the amazing, beautiful Bella Rose of Bella Rose Passion. Welcome to Style with Trish.
Thank you.
I had read a lot of things about you, and one of the things we'll get into a little bit later because I want you to introduce yourself to the few that don't know you. But I love your passion. I love your dedication to whatever it is that you put your mind to.
Yes.
But you are Bella Rose Passion. You're the face behind Bella Rose Passion, which is a skincare line.
Yes.
How did you begin in that particular area?
I started with skincare after I started my makeup line. So maybe 11, almost 12 years ago, I started a boutique here in Atlanta. We moved here to Georgia. My husband and my children moved here to Georgia. And I opened a women's clothing boutique. And that was not easy because Atlanta is very cliquish.
Yes.
And I had no idea that nobody was going to come to the boutique. I thought, oh, they see pink walls and a pretty boutique. Everybody's going to come. But we were getting no sales, so I started packing up the clothes and taking them to the local clubs in Atlanta, like the nightclubs, and asking the house moms, can I sell my clothes there? Well, shoes and jewelry. And I met with makeup artists there because a lot of people were saying, asking, do I sell makeup? And I was like, no, but it was a need for it here in Atlanta. And I'm from Jersey, so we weren't really, I wasn't a girly girl. So I invested in makeup and, invested in lipstick and lip gloss at first. And started connecting with different makeup artists. They were using our products on different celebrities, and they were doing celebrity makeup with my products, and they were shouting out, and we got really popular really fast. So we ended up getting a segment on the Steve Harvey show. And after that, I wanted to take the brand to another level. And I saw at the time he had stuff that was in Walmart. It's like the first time I saw a black person have products in Walmart. He had bacon in Walmart. And so I, tried my luck and wanted to get into retail, but I didn't want to put the lipstick and lip glosses into retail.
Oh, really?
No.
Why?
It was because I felt like the market was so oversaturated. It was everybody on my timeline selling lipsticks and lip glosses at the time. And I didn't want to just fall behind trying to catch up. So I wanted to do something different and stand out. And I was like, I want something that I can do and, show off myself. Body wash and lotion. I can do that. Natural body wash, natural lotion. I can do that. So I submitted to Amazon, and I thought, all you got to do is add your products onto Amazon, right? Thinking it's easy. No, they turned me down 18 times. 18 times they kept telling me no. Every time I would submit, it was another reason why. And
I was going to ask you, it was different reasons?
It was different reasons because the products were natural, and I had no idea that the natural industry is so different from just putting products, because now, as I know, a lot of products that we see on the shelves or that we buy every day has heavy chemicals, heavy metal, and so many different things. And they don't care about selling those things because that's what sells. But natural products, people weren't at the time were not familiar with the natural ingredients. So we had to have certifications for the natural ingredients.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. And so I had to apply for the certifications and keep applying for Amazon. Even though they still told me no, they would tell me no because certain things were portioned wrong on the labels. So I had to get labels redone. Then I applied for Walmart, and Walmart sent me a congratulations letter like right away.
Wow.
Right away. So we, got into the, the lotion and the body wash was two products into Walmart.
Okay.
Through marketing, we were able to get onto a lot of different websites, which was like People Magazine, Martha Stewart's most favorite product was our candy apple, and that was a holiday collection.
Okay.
So it started growing. Bella Rose Passion skincare just, started growing, and I wanted to continue. You know, you don't want to just get comfortable.
Right.
And the body wash and the lotion was good. And so I said, I want to do more.
Yeah.
So we did the shea butter. And the shea butter was something that I took very serious because it was a unicorn shea butter. And
What is that?
It's all different unicorn colors, all different pastel colors.
Okay.
But it's a natural shea butter, it's different oils, and I did have some to show you, but I'll, show you. So the unicorn shea butter was something that I just wanted to keep because it was something that became very popular on our social media. And a lot of people would say, oh, that's, the unicorn girl and things like that. And I felt like I did not want to add that to Walmart because one thing about retail stores is that, they're not going to tell you because the goal is to get to retail, but you have to pay for everything.
Really?
So you're going to have a fee for shelving. You're going to have a fee for distribution. It's a fee for every little thing that you see is a fee. And Walmart, as we know, have rollback prices.
Right.
So even though Walmart cut your prices as rollback, you're still paying for that. So you're paying for every discount that they put up there.
Wow.
And, it's supposed to look like it's nothing, but that's a big deal to us.
It is.
Because we're still getting pennies on the dollar.
Right.
And they're selling it for that small price, which is their rollback price, just to get more customers and more sales. So the unicorn, I said no.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I continued to do my trade shows, continue to go to different, cities and states and introduce it to the different customers, selling like crazy. And I finally was able to get an interview with a Target rep.
Yay, Target. Target.
And that was like everything for me.
Good.
But timing was not right. And at the time, I didn't really care. I want to get into Target. I don't care, And they were like, you're not ready. They loved the product. They was like, we would not put something like this on our shelves. Labels. The product is amazing, but the label just wasn't ready. So she was like, think about it. And without her telling me, verbally, she was telling me, fix your labels.
Yeah.
And we got you.
Yeah.
She said, I love the line. I love everything else. And so I fixed the labels, out of my own pocket. We were able to, come up with our own money. Like, at the time, it wasn't no, PPP loans and all that, We didn't have money from the government, no loans, no anything, It was just me going to my husband saying, I got an idea.
Please, honey, please. I know that very well.
And, he was like, okay, what's the idea? And, him believing in me so much, it was like, okay, we can do it and we'll see. Even though I think him, he's really smart with numbers. He's an accountant. So he's like, he knows it's not going to be an instant return. He knows he's not going to get his money back 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But he would pressure me like, you have to start doing this. You have to. Even before I started, he made me do a whole business plan for him.
That's good business.
Yeah, it's good business, but
you're my honey. But hold that thought. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, as y'all can see, this woman is a wealth of information. I got so much to go over with her. We'll be right back. Welcome to Trish's Treasures. This is where I share some of my favorite beloved products that I use on myself with you. Today on Trish's Treasures, I'm featuring a product that is very dear to me. We had our guest, Dr. Alicia, who came on and talked about alopecia. And one of the things that I took away from that interview is that we can't self-diagnose. We really need to go to the doctor and the dermatologist to find out what our issues might be, underlying issues might be. And so I took her advice and I went to a dermatologist because I was experiencing some thinning from my hair. And so when I went, the products that they had us try, or she had me purchase, are these high density capsule vitamins, which I take once a day. And then I also have this follicle stimulating serum that I apply to the thinning areas 3 times a day. and I massage those, and the hair will eventually come back in. It may come in thinner, but it will come back. And the importance of this segment is to share. We have a lot of us who wear weaves and wigs, and just the aging process will sometimes cause your hair to thin. But the number one thing is, don't just self-medicate, don't self-diagnose. Go to a professional, as I did, the dermatologist, and allow them to give you and fix the problem that you may be having. This product is definitely a Trish's treasure.
Have you ever thought about having your own talk show? Well, you don't have to question yourself any further. From concept to completion, Mark Squared Studios can easily take you through a traditional 3-step process for any video production. Whether it's a small business commercial, talk show, cooking show, or even a web miniseries. Contact us today and we'll help you unbox your creativity.
Every day a woman ran.
Welcome back to Style with Trish. We're continuing our conversation with Bella Rose of Bella Rose Passion. And girl, I just need you to continue to flow, because, you know, as we were sharing off camera, you were sharing such a wealth of information that's going to help so many.
Yeah.
But I don't want your husband to be a bad influence on my husband. But I do want you to start there where we left off, and how it was a wonderful thing that he made you accountable, to be able to give the money. The money is there. He just needs you to say why you need it and earn it.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead and share that that journey.
So when I first started, and I asked him, I told him I wanted to open up a boutique, and I, want to sell products. And what do you know about makeup? What do you know about products? And I knew nothing. He was right. I knew nothing. But I was like, I know how to sell stuff. I didn't know, who to sell to. I didn't know where my audience was. I knew nothing, honestly. So yeah, I put together a little business plan, and I put together how much money I needed, and he started me with $2,000.
Girl.
Yeah. $2,000 was my budget, and it was like, you gonna take this and you gonna do whatever you can with it. And I did. Selling the lipsticks and the lip glosses was a real struggle. It was no social media. Well, I didn't know how to work social media. I just knew how to go to different events, and that's what I would do. I would go to pop-ups, I would go to different events, and I would have my bag of lipsticks and lip glosses and tell them, oh, it's $10. I'm like in the parking lot, like really selling lipsticks.
Bootleg.
Like I really was out there hustling, you know? And that's how people became to know who I was. So when I started with the skincare, it was like, oh, she's leveling up. So I had an audience. And at the time, I had a budget for, someone to help me with marketing. But I honestly did not know what marketing was. So having someone to help me do marketing was a big deal, because I had no idea that, you have to filter your Facebook audience, filter your different, at the time, it was like Snapchat audience, and go into YouTube and things like that. So I did not know what to do. So having somebody with marketing help me grow into that area where the customers were no longer just social media friends. Customers were customers. So I had to actually run the business as a business. And that's, being into retail, they have their own customer base. So, but you're still responsible for their marketing, if you get what I mean. So
I get it.
You have to have your own budget for ads. Walmart is a different, person. So it's like, you can put $50 into ads, but you're not going to get much. You put $5,000 into ads, you're going to profit a little bit. But if you put $50,000 into marketing, then that's when you start to see a profit of what you're doing. And so, as I was saying, I, met with a Target representative a few years ago, 2018, and we weren't ready. And so I connected with her. When I say I connected with her, I kept in contact with her more than I kept in contact with my own friends. Like, I would email her, send her how the products was looking, upgrade on different formulas and different. She said,
so she didn't give you any direction in that. She didn't. Okay.
It was absolutely against, So if she would today, it would have been like, she's helping me get into. So she was asking me, do you have more unicorn products? We can't just put one product on the shelf.
Okay.
So I said, I can have more. And so we did the unicorn lotion. We did the unicorn. We had the 4 ounce, the 8 ounce, and we had the unicorn. At the time, it was like a Bad Fizz or something like that. So we had a full unicorn collection selling very well on the website. And then the pandemic hit. And I was scared. What are we going to do? Everybody's shutting down. Things are, going crazy. We, at the time, had products into Macy's. We had the unicorn collection into Macy's. And we took the products out of Macy's and sat at home, fiddling our thumbs for a little bit. But that marketing team took things to another level.
Wow.
The pandemic turned our no sales into some days 20,000, some days, because everybody was sitting at home buying stuff.
Yeah,
so
I know I was.
He was, pushing things. So we would see numbers we never saw before.
Wow.
And that is what made me continue to be determined. I'm going to get into Target. So I started sending her, look at what my sales are right now. And she was like, okay, that's nice. And I'm like, this is great for me, but she wasn't phased at all. So she said, okay, I'm going to call you on another phone. So she was home. They were working from home. And she called me from a different phone. She said, I'm going to connect you with someone else because I can't personally speak to you about what you need to do. And she connected me with somebody else, and they personally gave me advice on what I needed to do. And they are a marketing team that works directly with Target.
Oh, wow.
And they helped me every step of the way. Now, we were so ready. We were doing everything great. And I had the pitch. I had the presentation. We're ready. And I went to the doctors, and the doctor told me I was 80% paralyzed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was like I knew I was, not walking right. I knew, I was falling. I knew things wasn't right, but I had no idea it was that bad because other doctors were telling me it was other things. And my husband was like, don't believe them doctors. Don't listen to them. Go get another opinion. And I went to a specialist. And so when he told me that, I had to get surgery the next morning.
Wow.
No warning, no anything. So the next morning that I got surgery, I was terrified. But the day after my surgery was the day I was supposed to sign for my Target contract. And I I Zoomed with them to do the contract, and she saw the neck brace and everything. And she was asking me, do you want to cancel? Oh my God, is everything okay? I was like, please send me the documents and chat. Nothing's not going to stop me from doing this. And she sent the documents, and I signed that contract, and we moved forward from there.
Wow. Beautiful story. Hold on to that thought. We only have 30 minutes. Guys, we'll be right back with Bella Rose.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Cassandra Parks Evans, affectionately known as Dr. San, and this is your segment of Let's Learn Love. Hey guys, it's Dr. San with the Let's Learn Love segment, and I am bringing you a series on menopause and sexual health. As a woman that's almost 50, I understand all the issues that you may be going through. So I am here to give you some tips and some help on what we should be doing for our sexual health when it comes to menopause. So one of the things that I want to discuss with you today is your self-confidence. As we get older with, all the changing and the moving of our bodies, sometimes we lose confidence in ourselves and we don't know how to get it back. So one thing that I want you to do is make sure that you love on yourself. And we always talk about love isn't love unless you give it away. So you have to give it away to yourself, especially when it comes to this time. Sometimes we feel displaced and disoriented and all kinds of thoughts go through our head, but we have to make sure that we keep ourselves with self-love and self-esteem during this time. It's okay to change. It's okay to get older, and we have to learn how to embrace that. One of the things that I want you to do is make sure that you get out and take care of yourself. What does this look like? That means going with your friends to brunch. That means making sure that we are, getting out with our friends. We're doing everything that we want to do that makes us happy. Whether that's getting our nails done, getting our hair done, and just keeping ourselves up for general self-care. So when it comes to menopause, it's okay to embrace your changes, okay, ladies? And men, if you're watching, please support the ladies in your life that are going through this, because it can be a difficult time for them emotionally, physically, and spiritually as well. So with those little tips, make sure that you contact us if you have any questions or if you have a comment on it. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. So until then, thank you. This has been Dr. Sam with your Let's Learn Love segment for today.
I'm often asked the question, why the title Style with Trish? And to answer that question is very simple. For me, style isn't just what's on the outer appearance of a woman, it is what is on the inside, which is actually more important. And so what we want to do and how we want to incorporate that into our show is that we excitedly bring on guests who feed into the building of self-esteem, as far as mental health and improving yourself, self-help. We bring guests on and experts on to actually help us build those areas, increase those areas to make us a better us on the inside. Once we're built healthily on the inside, then we can start rocking out the outer look. Outer look is the easiest part to redo, to fix. The inner is what's the most difficult. So style isn't just what's on the outside. It actually starts with what you possess on the inside. Hey guys, this is Trish Standley. Catch up on season 1 of Style with Trish by going to trishstanley.com. If you are not able to catch the show on YouTube, make sure you go to my website, trishstanley.com, and check out our podcast, trishstanley.com.
Every day a woman rise.
Welcome back to Style with Trish. We are continuing our conversation with Bella Rose. It's so much talk you guys don't hear off camera. But one of the things that we were talking about off camera that I want you to share with our audience is, well, we finally got into Target.
Yes.
Praise God. But also you were explaining the differences of being the fact that you have a natural product.
Yes.
And applying those products online to places like Amazon. Share that, what you shared with us.
So when you do get the organic certification and the different because it's a program you have to go through when you get each SKU, each product uploaded. And the program is about anywhere from $100 to $1,000 per product that you have to get certified. And once you pay for them to test the product and see if it's really organic or really natural, you are going to be hit with different fees because your product is going to cost more than the average product that they're selling.
Okay.
And that to me didn't seem worth it on Amazon.
Okay.
And I know a lot of different, people sell on Amazon, but if I am able to get into Target and Walmart,
Right. And we kind of had a joke about you was in Macy's, girl, but your goal was Target.
Yes.
And why was Target your goal?
I look at my products, and I think a lot of other people do too, as your babies. When you birth them, you want them to, grow. And Macy's, while it's an amazing store, it was just daycare for me. It was a stepping stone.
Okay.
And so I wanted my baby to go to a great longevity store. And that, process will take me so far being in Target because you go to Target for everything. So if you happen to walk past Bella Rose Passion, you're going to pick it up.
Right.
Even though you came there to get maybe a pillow or something, it's aesthetically pleasing when you see the product and you want it around.
Yeah.
It smells amazing, feels amazing. So I need it in a store where they're going to see the product. Macy's is filtered with so much.
Right.
And we were right next to the beauty, I think we were in the beauty section. And we were, as they call it, prime real estate. So as soon as you walk down the aisle, you'll see it. And we had like a nice section and everything. But it just was a stepping stone for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I wanted to do longevity. Yeah.
And it's, I'm a Target girl, as y'all can tell. And I love the whole area now, beauty section in Target now, because it's an experience now. And so you can walk in Target and just stay and hang out in that area. So to be able to be placed there is nothing less than magnificent in my in my mind. And so we talked about how you started. Your journey up to getting your baby placed where you wanted your baby placed in Target. What has been one of the most fulfilling experiences that you've had so far as an entrepreneur?
Oh, it's been a few. The most fulfilling is having the support, honestly. Because when you start a business, you don't know who is going to support you. You don't know if it's going to succeed. I don't have a business degree or didn't know too much about business. So I did not know I was going to come this far. So having the support and having, the people around me, whether it's my family, which is, my husband and my children, just like, I can see you doing this and I can see you doing that. I hear my daughter all the time saying, oh, Mom, I can see you doing this and I can see you doing that. And it makes me feel good. So having that support all the time is, man, that's very...
It's nothing like it.
It's better than being a part of, stores and everything, just being able to have your... family look at you, have your spouse look at you, and your children look at you as somebody that they admire and somebody that they can be proud of. So that's the best for me.
And then you were sharing also earlier how people look at Bella Rose, since you've been in Target or you've been placed in stores, and they're like, oh, that was she got there quick.
Yes.
And you were saying that is not when it started. And your journey has been, 11, 12 years?
Almost 12 years, yes.
Now, so what was the greatest lesson? What was your greatest lesson and failure in your journey?
The greatest lesson was not to listen to other people. Someone told me a long time ago, if I was you, I would have an Asian or a white girl be the face of your company, because if I was to look at your products and know you were selling it, I wouldn't buy from you. Yeah. And this was somebody that, I knew that told me that. And I tried it because I listened and it didn't work. But when I became the face of my brand and customers saw people like me and knew me, and I would talk to them on Facebook Live and everything, my sales went a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Yeah.
So don't listen to what people tell you what to do with your brand.
Yeah. And here on the show, we really like to support Black-owned businesses because it touches personal to our heart. And I remember during the pandemic was a time that I said, you know what, I'm just going to, for Black History Month, I said, I'm going to support all Black businesses. Even I went into and invested and bought stock in Black-owned businesses. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this for the month. That's going to be my Black History Month contribution. And it ended up being my forever contribution. And so I prefer to patronize Black-owned. So I'm so glad that you are the face, and not just you, but other entrepreneurs are becoming the face of their own product, because the support system is out here now. And I know I'm not alone. We're out here to support. The thing that I love, we only have a minute left, but the thing that I love about your product is that it's soft, it's feminine. Your website is amazing. Just to go and hang out, just go and hang out. I love pretty things. And your website is that. Before we go off, I gotta get you to really share and speak to our viewers and inspire them on staying the course.
Yeah, the determination, you got to have it in you. If it's not your passion, you're not going to flourish. A lot of people just want to make money from, selling a product or going into a service, but the money doesn't come right away. The money did not come right away for me. But having the determination to not give up. It was so many days I stayed in the bed. And like I told you, it was a time where I was 80% paralyzed and I didn't give up. You have to have that determination, and then you will see the results of your determination, not the results of your hustle or, I want to sell you something real quick. You got to have the determination. You got to have the passion. And that's why it's Bella Rose Passion.
Bella Rose Passion. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Her team is amazing. They're here on set today, as well as her hubby.
Yes.
They're here on set. Amazing people, amazing company. Make sure you go and support Bella Rose Passion. We will be right back.
Have you ever thought about having your own talk show? Well, you don't have to question yourself any further. From concept to completion, Mark Squared Studios can easily take you through a traditional 3-step process for any video production. Whether it's a small business commercial, talk show, cooking show, or even a web miniseries. Contact us today and we'll help you unbox your creativity.
I'd like to thank my guest today, Bella Rose. Oh my goodness. The conversation, the knowledge that this woman shared with us is just timeless. When I say this woman is a wealth of education, I just don't even know what else. When it comes to entrepreneurship, she has been there and done that. And I thank her so much for coming in and joining us on today. One of the things that I took away from her is consistency, 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 and never give up. So no matter what your passion is, no matter how hard you might be experiencing things right now, do not give up. It may take 5 years, it may take 8 years, it may take, like her, 12 years, but keep going and stay consistent. Thank you guys for joining us for today. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. As always, love isn't love unless you give it away. Give some love away.